Hi YouTubers, this is Dashley YouTube channel and this is Valerie and this is the video about analytics in any business. So never start a business without analytics. Even if you are just at the very beginning of your business journey, even if you are only with MVP, you need analytics. So this video is going to be about analytics that you need to track through the customer journey and through the funnel. Let's start. Let's imagine a funnel. No, don't imagine anything. Here it is. So this is how the funnel looks like. Well, as you see, it has quite many steps and you're going to track the analytics on every step of it. We're going to start with the acquisition, so the very first and the widest part of the funnel. Then we're moving to the website interaction, also lead conversion, sign up activation, activation into key feature, and also subscription, and repeated subscription purchase. So I'm going to cover each and every step. So we're starting with the widest and probably most important part, which is traffic or acquisition part. So you have a website and you drive traffic to your website. Either you do SEO or you do promotions or whatever you do. So you have traffic that comes to your website. Your task here is to analyze intensively and thoroughly which communication channels drive better traffic. I mean to say, you may just check like, okay, I see that there are thousands of people who come from Facebook page, but none of them convert into a lead, for instance. So that means this communication channel probably performs in a good way for you, but you should mend something somewhere in the customer journey. Or probably you have a source, probably that's a Medium, and you posted an article some days ago and it gives you 20 website visitors and 19 of them converted into leads. This means this communication channel is a good one because you see the interaction throughout the funnel. In other words, you're going to check the communication channels not only from the quantity point, but also the quality. So you should check which communication channel perform best for your business. What is next? Next, you are going to put even more effort into the communication channels that give you really good leads. The next step is about website interaction. So you have a landing page, you have different call to actions, you have forums, you have other pages, and your task here is to see how the landing page performs for your business. Do they click certain buttons? Do they scroll? How long do they stay on the website? Do they leave it during the next 3 seconds? Do they actually go to the pricing page? Do they click on sign up, which is also very important? And here you're also going to track how many of the website visitors turn into leads. Make sure you have very nice lead magnets. Well, I actually have a video about this, you can check it here. So don't forget that the next step of the funnel is also to see the lead generation. In other words, you see the conversion of the website into the leads. Don't forget about the quality of the leads as well, because there may be some spam accounts or maybe some leads that are actually not interested in your business. So at this point, you're going to check if these leads are qualified or not. And here again, I suggest watching this video about leads qualification, because that's where I'm covering this idea from A to Z. All right, once the traffic is converted into leads, it's time to see how many of them actually convert into sign up. So any of the SaaS business strives into the growing number of sign-ups daily or weekly probably. But this may be a bit misleading because again, you're going to look at the sign-up number not in the isolated point of view, but you're going to check it connected with the previous funnel steps. So make sure your signups are qualified, and these actually also come from the traffic source, which is already known as convertible. So the idea here is to track good signups and not so good signups. Perfect. Once signups are calculated, it's time to see the activation into your product. So whether you have a single feature product or probably multiple features product, still you're having sort of interface. And you need to track how new coming users actually interact with your product. It's time to track the product activation. These metrics are especially important for the product team because they should be aware of the customer journey inside the product. So get as much analytics as possible. But the activation into the features is not actually the end when it comes to the product activation. You also need to track the activation into the key feature of your product, if you have it, of course. So the idea of the first session, which is highly important for SaaS and which actually gives the understanding whether you have great product or not, because the first session actually gives a ton of useful information and insights for growing your business. Well, the idea is to track the activation into the key feature during the first session, well, probably during the second as well, but you need to make sure that new coming leads, or just leads in general, activate into the key feature. Because of course, key feature is created to give the value of your product, and once they give the value, they move to the next step and another important metric for you, which is conversion to the first subscription. Once you hear ka-ching, it means your business is great, you give value, and you can plan something. It really depends on the type of product, how you're going to track the conversion into the first purchase. That could be tracked daily, could be tracked weekly, monthly. So really depends on the business and depends on the segment you're working on, whether it is B2C or B2B or probably B2G. But the conversion to the first payment is not the end of this funnel. What comes next? That is the conversion to the second purchase. And again, and again, and again. So you're also going to track how long your customers are going to stay with you, and you're going to track another metric important for your business, which is LTV. So that is it for today, and in the next video I'm going to tell you about the business metrics that you're going to check along with the ones that I've just covered. So stay tuned. See you.